I think this guy had the crush on Tamari in the
Oh my
filler.
god, filler, I don't care. Make him go to hell. Burn.
All
What?
right.
I don't even recognize that man.
Me either.
He's
Some
filler!
Trash him.
yeah, that's trash. Welcome back, everybody. This is your boy RTL Faith, and we are back with another video on Kickback Anime Discussions, the chillest anime podcast on YouTube, of course. And in this Tiermaker tier list or whatever, we're going to be talking about all the War Arc characters in the War Arc. You know, it's a very controversial arc in Naruto, and we're going to look through all of them. We're going to determine, you know, whether they were done really well, done poorly, done average, and we're just going to give our opinions on every single one that was reanimated. So I got a lot of guests here today, a lot of Naruto fans, of course. Starting off with Ko Hyuga. Go ahead, Ko.
Hey guys.
We also got Delix the reviewer,
Hello everyone, it's great to be here.
and our man T-Bry.
Subscribe to me.
Or you'll die.
You heard it there, people. All their links will be in the description down below, so make sure to check out their channels and subscribe to each and every one of them. Alright, so let's go right into it. As you guys can see, the top is perfection, meaning that the reanimated character was done absolutely perfectly, no issues whatsoever. Second one, good, but could be done better. You know, they were done pretty good, but there's some tweaks that they could have made it perfect. Second one, a third one, is it was a good idea, but it wasn't executed well at all. And the last one, you shouldn't have put them in, throw it in the trash. It was a bad idea. What the hell is wrong with you?
I know a great few to be in there.
All right, so let's start off with the very top. We got one of the 7 Miss people. I forgot this character's name. This is one of the ones I forgot about. Does anybody remember this one's name? The one with the hair. I think he had Zabuza's sword before Zabuza, right? Or did he have a different sword?
He had
He owns Samihara.
Samahara, yeah.
Oh, he had Kisami's sword. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
what is his name? I have no idea.
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to remember.
He was memorable.
His name was
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these are just so forgettable.
I mean, he died because...
his
Kisame
name
wanted to
was
protect the kid.
Fuguki Sui Kazan. Fuguki.
Oh, okay. All right, Fuguki. So the first person is Fuguki. Definitely not perfect.
Definitely not perfect. I think good, but could have been better.
I think that as well, to be honest, because, like, it's one of the 7 Miss Swordsmen. There's a lot of hype build around them.
Yeah, I think that all of the 7 Miss, like, I think it was a really cool idea to bring them all back, and I thought that they had some fairly decent fights in that part of the war arc, but there was a lot of, like, background information that we didn't really get on them, which would have been nice. Like, it would have been nice if they extended that about them. So I do think it was good. I just don't think, definitely not perfect. So I'd put it in the yellow second. In my opinion.
You would put good, but could be better instead of a good idea, not well executed. Okay.
Yeah, because I think that the fights were good between the 7 ninja sword. Actually, this guy in particular, I don't even remember. So maybe for this guy particularly, I might put him in a good idea, but not well executed.
All right, yeah.
I'm throwing it in the trash.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Ko? What are you thinking?
Good idea, but not executed correctly.
Yeah, I think the consensus is good idea, not well executed. Why would you say, Delix, why do you want to throw this dude in the trash?
I mean, he came to the story at the very last minute before Kasami was about to die, and then all of a sudden it's like he was introduced to die basically just to help Kasami look cooler because he had to protect some code, and then because of that, Obito had an interest in him. It was like, hey, you want to come in my group? You're pretty ruthless, and it's like after that, like what else was needed in this character? Like I feel like he was only there just to make Kasami have more of a background, but
Yeah, but the idea of him is cool. It's just that
I never thought
they
about
didn't.
that. I just never cared for his character. So this is at the last.
Well, we're talking about not who his character was, but like them bringing him back for the war arc
to give him character,
particularly.
maybe.
Yeah. So it would have been a cool idea if he was resurrected and they gave him more flashbacks and background information, and then we had a good fight out of him. I think it would have been really cool.
All right, good idea, I guess.
Yeah, okay. All right, so good idea, not well executed. All right, fair enough. All right, next person we got is the third Hokage himself.
Trash!
Hiruzen Sarutobi.
I'm joking. I didn't
Perfection.
mind him. I didn't
Really?
mind him.
Perfection.
Well, we
Yeah.
got to see him do all
I
five
loved it.
chakra nature. That was
Bro, when the Kage came back to the battlefield and everyone was like, "Holy shit, the dead Kage are all here." That was hype. I was so down for it. And then the whole like their conversation with Sasuke and like Orochimaru before that was like also really good. I don't know. I don't think there was anything more that they could have done with the Kage. I think they did perfectly.
As a...
Go
ahead.
Personally, honestly, like, what I've seen from the story, Minato didn't need to be there because Sasuke only needed that for the Hokages to tell him about.
We're only talking about Hiruzen.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, the Hokage in general, like, they were, that's another discussion for another time. But yes, keep him. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, but which one? Are you thinking perfection?
The third.
Or...
the third. So I would say, good, but could be better because he kind of got one shot from Obito, and then he was off screen for like 3 whole episodes and didn't do anything. And when he came back, like, the Infinite Tsuki was about to start, I feel like he could have gotten a few more fights, but...
I suppose.
My thing with Hiruzen is the reason why I'm not putting him perfection is mainly because why couldn't we get him reanimated when he was young at the very least? Why is it only old man Sarutobi we had to get the entire story? Like,
yeah.
We still don't understand how Kabuto was able to bring back Madara young. That was
because it states that they are resurrected to the state that they died at. So it doesn't really make sense that Madara was even young at all.
I mean, like, he was also, like, told to be, like, the strongest and have been able to master every jutsu in the Leaf Village, but, like, I don't think we ever got to see him go full on out. And the fact that he was able to use all 5 chakra natures against Guru thing, that was awesome. And I feel like we should have gotten that more of that version of Sarutobi to go all out with his other juices, but we didn't get that. And when he used Shuriken over Obito, I was like, that's not going to do anything. Do something better than Shuriken.
Yeah,
that is true. He could have fought better for sure. So
exactly.
Maybe good, but could have been better.
Yeah, I agree.
With all the hype that was built around this third Hokage, who's like the god of Shinobi after Hashirama, I feel like it didn't live up to that hype. So that's why I'm kind of like good, but could be better as well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right, next is Sakon. Honestly, I want to throw him in the trash. There is no reason for him to get reanimated.
I like Sakon.
I think that, I don't know, I actually really enjoyed them coming back because the whole value of that was like, hey, like from like Shikamaru's team's perspective.
Fair. Yeah.
They were like, hey, we're not kids anymore. You can't just like push us around like this. And then they like really got to show these 4 that they struggled with so much before, how much they had improved. I don't know. I really enjoyed that. Like, it was filler, but I think it was part of the best filler that was in the war arc. Some of it.
But of course, Naruto had to come and save the day at the very end. But Shikamaru and Neji both admitted they don't think they could have beaten this time because they were reanimated.
See, here's the weird thing with this one. I think that it's definitely not perfection. It's good, but I don't think it could have been better. Like, I don't think there wasn't much else they could do with it. So I don't know where it would go. For me, it would go somewhere in between the middle 2. Probably.
So,
I would say a good idea, not well executed.
I mean, you got to look at it in the concept of like what his role was in the story itself, and for it seems like his role was just to be a like measuring point for the group that they fought before. So with that said, I didn't like honestly. I don't think we needed it, but at the same time, it was interesting to see how much they grew since the last time they fought. So I'm kind of conflicted about that.
Also, I don't know. Also, I really like those characters, so I might be a little bit biased. The sound 4 is so cool, so I was just happy to see them back in general.
I like Sakon and Toyu the most. Like, in my opinion, I kind of feel like Toyu should have lived out of all of them, but it's I don't know. Like, I feel like Toyu and Sakon could have done a lot more because I think they like the fight more than the others. But I don't know who they could fight with because they would probably lose because they're so weak. Because they done in part 1, and
I mean, are they that weak?
Changed.
Are they that weak? They're like Jonin level.
No,
I wouldn't say
they're not that weak.
Yeah, changed since part 1.
That's true.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, the main characters definitely surpassed them, but I think they would give a lot of trouble to some.
I feel like it wouldn't be the only ones that would like hands down are people like Neji, Shikamaru because he's super intelligent, Choji because he becomes like super powerful. Obviously, like Naruto, and Sakura, Sasuke. I don't think 10-10 would actually... I don't know if 10-10 would win.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would be a pretty good fight with Kiba. Lee would definitely win if he like used the gates. So, I mean, they're still strong, and even with like all that happened.
They're strong, just not powerful.
Ko, what do you think? Where do you think they should be?
I think bringing back the Sound 4 in general, I didn't know how to feel about it initially because like I loved the characters, but I don't think they were really needed. Like I don't think they really needed to like be resurrected or like reanimated like that. I think they should have just stayed dead, honestly.
Hey, because of them, Neji got more screen time.
I mean that's true, but I'm saying in general.
All right, so we got final verdict. Where do you want to put them, Delix?
Would it be mean to say throw it in the trash? Because I don't want to. I don't want to.
I mean, it's your. You got to figure out where to put this.
I mean, I like the idea of them coming back and having better fights, but I can't say it was actually needed. Like, I feel like I can live without it.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. Like, I understand his role, but I'm thinking throw in the trash as well. What about you, Ko and T-Bry?
Throw it in the trash.
I would say good, but could be better, but I'm minority here.
Yeah, it's 3, throw it in the trash. 1, good, but could be better. Yeah, they gotta be in the trash.
I'm sorry.
So, did you just want to throw all of them in the trash then?
I mean,
maybe. We kind of just talked about the whole thing. I don't see how it could be different for any other.
Pretty much.
Yeah, put them all in the trash.
Jirobo. I do like Tayuya as well. And then
she was so cool.
The other one, here he is.
He's right under Sasori there. Yeah.
All right, all of them threw in the trash. All right, next person. We got the what's his name? I always forget this one's names.
Mizukage.
Second Mizukage. His name is Blake. I don't know.
Blake? His name is not important.
We're gonna call him Joe.
Is he that guy who can like use those bubbles or like?
Yeah.
Joe.
Actually,
you're thinking of Utakata.
Oh, okay.
He uses illusions and.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like, what did he use? Forgot about him.
He was cool. I like this character. He was funny, but I feel like
his name is Gengetsu Hozuki.
The only reason I recognize him low key is because of the Storm games.
That's fair. For what he was in the story, I think he was kind of perfectly done. Like, I don't know what else he could have done.
Yeah, I really liked him. I think his personality was really interesting for the war. Like, I liked how he was giving them advice on how to beat him. I think that was so cool.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see, like, how his time changed. Like, his viewpoint.
Yeah.
Like, working together, he's like, oh snap, that they're all working together and stuff. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this guy had any... I don't think there was any issues that I had with him being resurrected.
yeah, I'm kind of with you right there. What do you guys think, Felix and Co?
Good, but could be
Especially
better.
especially because he was a new character to us. Like, it wasn't like they were
Yeah,
bringing back... Like, he was introduced in the war arc as this Kage that we're just seeing for the first time. So that made everything all the more interesting, I think.
yeah, because we didn't really have a context of any of the Kages outside of like the Leaf Village Kages, so it's kind of hard to like try to say he's like bad in a way because we only saw him once, really.
Yeah, and it was nice to
Yeah.
see like how that we got to see the strongest Kage of the respective villages reanimated, and it's like there's like a huge gap from him and the other Kage, and then there everybody else that are not like Naruto's level. Like it was a huge gap.
Yeah.
It,
Honestly, I'm going to say perfect because I don't think it could have been better. I think it was as good as it could have been.
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
I'm sticking with that. Perfection. We got our
Alright, perfect.
first perfection with the story, with the second Mizukage. All right, we got a big one here. We got the big man himself, Hashirama.
He was needed, honestly, because I kind of felt like if he wasn't resurrected, him or Tobirama, they would just be these characters of like how great they were in the flashbacks, but we never got to see them. So the fact that we were able to, for them to have an actual existence in the story, I actually love Tobirama a lot. He's my favorite Kage because they brought him back, and
We're talking
I'm
about
glad they did
Hashirama.
because I know, I'm just saying like the idea. I'm just glad they brought them back. Hashirama is a great character. He's not my favorite Okage, but I love his power, his wood style, and everything. Like, I just love how we got the chance to experience a character that we've been wanting to know more about him for so long. Besides the Naruto came back in 2007, we finally get him in the show, and like, it did not disappoint. Hashirama was a badass character. I'm glad they brought him. I'm glad they brought him.
Yeah,
I think I do agree with that, but I think that it could have been better because I feel like he didn't really fight great. Like there wasn't like a good fight with Hashirama at the end. It was just kind of like
I, I feel
he
like he
was
needed
there.
bigger feats.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel
Is it
like he
because
did
Madara stuck
have.
his
I mean,
It's kind of weird that he didn't like I don't know. I wish he would have fought Madara, like he would have went out there and fucking 1v1'd him, but like he didn't. So it was kind of like he was like, "I'll deal with you later," and Madara was like, "Ah, dang it."
because
see,
of the Tintos.
my thing is,
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, but I just feel like we deserved a good like big fight with him. That wasn't like a team effort thing that they were doing for a second.
Was he always holding back against Modern in some fights because he didn't want to kill him into the very last fight at the Fountain Valley? That's when he was like, okay, now I'm going to kill you. But like, I kind of feel like all the other times he fought Madara, he just was holding back. But like, since they're dead, he can kind of go all out. But I don't know. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, I feel like we could have seen Hashirama do a lot more. But I guess Madara, in his perspective, wasn't the biggest deal. It was other means like the Ten Tails to making sure everyone in the war is going to be safe. He doesn't need to worry about Madara at the moment. But I get what you're saying. I feel like we should have got more screen time with him besides being embedded with rods for like a whole half
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah, no, yeah. I mean, he's a great character, and it was great that he was back. I just don't think that I wouldn't put it. I don't think that it was perfection. I wouldn't put it that at that level. I think there was more that could have been done with the character.
see,
Hmm.
I actually have to disagree with all of you guys. I think he was done
Oh,
perfection. I think Ashirama, for what he did in the story, he did everything he could have. Like, first, he told the story about the Leaf Village to Sasuke and kind of pushed Sasuke's story forward. Then, he helped with everything. He couldn't really fight Madara because of the Ten Tails, and no one besides, like, Naruto, Sasuke, not really Sakura, she's kind of just there, but, like, nobody besides them and then the Kage could actually do anything against the Ten Tails. So Hashirama's full focus was on the Ten Tails, whereas Madara,
Yeah, no, I mean, I get the in-universe reason, but like looking at it from like an out-of-universe perspective, I feel like the fans deserved to see more of this god of shinobi that was hyped up. Like, I feel like Madara, we really got to see like how fucking intense he was, but I really didn't,
I,
I
I
didn't
think
get that from. from Hashirama.
Like Madara said, like the only person who can stop me is Hashirama. But when Hashirama, came to the railroad after being dead for so long, he didn't really go in and one shot. It kind of felt like he was like like they were both on par with each other. But like Madara is like saying like he's the only guy who can defeat me. No one else can defeat him. No one else can defeat me besides Hashirama. And then like the way they were fighting, it doesn't feel like he was taking him seriously. But I do feel like the hype could have been better. But the way that Madara was just talking about him in general for so long, and when we finally get Hashirama, it's like you could do better, but at the same time, I do understand it's not Madara that's the biggest problem. It's worrying about the safety of your villagers, because even in death, he still cares about the village. So he has to worry about that too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at it from like a perspective of like not like what the reasoning was in the story, but like more so like from an outside perspective, like a writing perspective. Like I feel like they didn't give us the god of shinobi that was hyped, that we got hyped up to believe existed.
I feel like
when
Hashirama should have had bigger jutsus. Like I feel like we really didn't get to see him really do anything that like big or like cataclysmic.
Yeah, like there was his whole like big wood golem thing, but I feel like that's really it that we got from. I don't know. It didn't seem like he was as a like. I don't know. The god of shinobi sounds a lot crazier than what we ended up with.
I think they called him the god of shinobi because he was the only one who can control the tail beasts with their interactions with conflict and blowing up things. Like he was the only one who was able to like restrict them. Maybe that's why they called him God, because
he was overall the strongest one as well. Like there's no one else besides Madara who was close to him. But
like, do you think his personality was bad?
No, I loved his personality. I thought that was perfect.
In
terms of his personality, it was perfect, I would say. But I think there was more they could have done with him.
Like their war times was awesome, but maybe Edo Hashirama didn't deliver right. But maybe but I do like how when they were alive, the backstory. Maybe Hashirama contribute a lot more. Like he tanked he took a whole tail beast bomb and threw it right back at Madara. Like no one else can do that. That was
yeah, I mean Minato can do that, but Hashirama
he didn't catch it.
Yeah, I mean that's his jutsu. But Hashirama, I'm coming around with you guys. If we had only at least one big like fight with Hashirama, considering how much of his cells is utilized in this freaking story, then yeah, I can't put him perfect then.
You also have him on there twice, I just noticed.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Alright, we'll put Hashirama good, but could be better.
I mean, he did no, he didn't go all out. I don't think we're ever going to see that, but I feel like he does have other wood style abilities that just were not shown, but who knows?
I mean, we saw we saw the main ones. I feel
like for me, there isn't really a clip, like a good long clip of Hashirama owning that I could throw in like an AMV or something. Then he didn't do enough.
Yeah, I could see that. Like. Yeah, we just needed one fight, because Madara had the entire War Arc thing, and then he beat the crap out of all the Kage.
I think Madara was done so much better than Hashirama was.
But yeah, well, Hashirama, good, but could be done better. Alright, next person. We got Tsunade's lover.
Trash.
Dawn.
I would say a good idea, but not well executed.
I was just about to say that.
I would agree.
Honestly. He wasn't needed.
I mean, nobody was needed at the end of the day.
But I feel like
I think the Kages were needed, but I don't think a lot of the other characters were.
I think Dawn's purpose was like, because a lot of the characters had someone in the war that was resurrected that could affect them emotionally. True. And Kabuto knew who these people would be. Like Kabuto, obviously, he definitely brought Dawn back, not only because he was an impressive shinobi. He was probably in line to be Hokage, even though we didn't really get much of how strong he was. But I think that he was resurrected for the purpose of fucking with Tsunade. Yeah. And I think that the idea of bringing him back because she has that connection with the Hokage is a very good idea, but he didn't do anything until like the very end, and we didn't even really know he was there until until Tsunabe was dying, and then he was like, oh, let me fly to her with my jutsu.
Yeah, that's just a big L. I think good idea not to.
So I wouldn't throw it. Yeah, I wouldn't throw it in the trash because
he told her to not come to him too soon, and literally the same episode, Madara cuts her open.
Yeah, just a big L. Like, we didn't even get a conversation between the two. Like,
yeah,
good idea, not well executed. All right, next person, we got Sasori.
I have mixed feelings.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say the same thing. I would love to see more Sasori fights, but they just did not deliver. So it was a great
didn't
idea.
Really do anything.
Exactly.
I mean,
and
Kankuro helped him, like, make him feel like he just wasn't as able as he thought, and he actually had feelings. Like, he used to say, "I'm a puppet," and all of this other stuff. Like, I'm not supposed to feel this and this. But Kankuro later awakened that, feelings in general, they just don't truly leave. And I'm glad that he kind of found some peace at the very end. But that's just my opinion. But I don't really feel like he needed to be in the war in general. But I like what we got.
See, I think. I'm kind of the opposite. I think that Sasori is one of those characters who shouldn't have went out like a bitch. Like, he should have, like... Oh, man. He had such a good fight in the Kazekage rescue arc, and and he died there, which is pretty, I feel like, wasted potential, because I think the puppet fights are some of the most interesting fights in the series. And I was hyped that he came back for the war arc, but we didn't get some insane fight from him. We kind of just got a conversation, and he was like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll just fucking rage quit.
It annoys me that Sakura dodged all of his attacks. That still annoys me. Like, how did she do that?
Granny Chio helped out a lot.
I know, but still,
she was like controlling her, I think.
I know, but it's kind of annoying that she's just dodging everything in general.
I mean, Sakura becomes very capable, but I could see Sasori in like two different viewpoints. Is someone eating right now?
No, I'm just walking around my candy bag.
Okay. But Sasori, I can see it in like two viewpoints. One, like his story arc itself and his personality, I feel like it was finished after the Kazekage arc. Whereas the puppet fights and, his country-destroying jutsu would have been very interesting to see. So it's like, I'm kind of mixed here as well. He's one of those characters that has a lot of unique abilities, but him himself doesn't need to be in the arc. He has no connections to anybody. His story was done. He felt resolute after fighting Granny Chio. So, like,
I don't know, because
cool to see him and go. That would.
I would have liked for him to explain. I would have liked for him to explain, like, why he decided to lose against Sakura and Chio, because he definitely let them kill him at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see some sort of, like, afterthought to that as well. But I don't know. I feel like out of everything that they could have done with Sasori, what they did was not it.
Yeah. So I'm thinking good idea, not well executed, is probably where I'm
That's where I'm at as well.
Like, I got what we got, but I still don't feel like the idea of him being there should happen. Like, he should have just stayed dead, period.
Yeah.
Well, you got to look at it from Kabuto's perspective. Like, you got to bring the Akatsuki back if you want to. Like, that's that's
can't bring back.
But they didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's why they should have, like, he should have used his, like, country-destroying jutsu on the crazy amount of ninjas. Like, that would have been so OP, but...
And his poison, too. He could have killed so many people.
He had the third Kazekage puppet.
They really did not do anything with him after, which sucks, but...
Alright, next is the guy who...
Oh, yeah.
I don't care for him.
Yeah, I'm thinking throw it in the trash.
Trash him.
Yeah.
Wait,
he seems more of a part 1 filler character.
He's the guy that had... Was he like the strongest taijutsu user or like...
Yeah.
I have no clue who that guy is.
He faked his death.
He fought Lee like I don't know. He's to throw it in the trash. And the one next to him,
Yeah.
I don't even remember this character. Like I
Yeah.
got the name.
I don't know who
I
that
saw the
is.
face. I don't remember who he is. I don't know what he did in the story at
If
all.
we don't know them, just throw them in the trash.
He's like one of those monk dudes, right?
Yeah, he's a monk
In
dude
the
for
fire
sure.
temple. Yeah, throw him in the trash as well.
I haven't seen his episode in like 4 years.
Yeah, throw it in the trash. All right, next is Tobirama Senju, the second Hokage.
My daddy!
Tobirama.
I'd
I
put
think
him right beside Hashirama in my opinion.
Honestly, no. I think the problem with Hashirama for me is that for someone as hyped up as him, he didn't have that one big fight, drawn out fight. Whereas Tobirama, he didn't have that problem, so I think he's perfect. He's done perfectly.
Like-
I mean, no,
I
I
love
disagree.
how
I think he did have that problem because he's also hyped up, but he didn't really have a fight either.
Nowhere as close as Hashirama, so he doesn't really need a drawn out fight. He's more of a strategist. Like he's not a he's the one who created all these jutsu, and he was huge in like helping everybody navigate and helping with his teleportation jutsu. I think for what his character was, he's done very, very well.
Yeah, he got a
I
lot of cool
mean,
moments.
he invented the
think
Shadow
more.
Clone, but he was only able to summon 2 of them.
I mean, I like how
Fair, but
there's
I'm sorry, but there's no indication just because you create something you're like a god at it. Like
I mean,
there's never that correlation.
I don't know about that.
I mean, you could create something like the first person created the car versus cars now. Like huge.
yeah, but didn't he? I'm pretty sure he made the multi-Shadow Clone jutsu, but he couldn't perform it. He couldn't perform. I don't know why. I don't know what their explanation was, but
Hashirama couldn't create more than like 4 wood clones too. So there's like something. I think they were limited, both of them.
But back, we got to learn more about the Uchiha curse, and I love to see like how much of a leader he was. I mean, like he built the inside of the village, like the Envoy Black Ops, the Chunin exams. He kind of just built the history of what the village was, and it is disappointing that we didn't get to see Madara versus Hashi.
like imagine like a tag team fucking battle with like Hashirama and Tobirama just like going all in on the bad guys in the war arc.
He didn't
Like
use
the
any
2 of
water
them?
style at all.
But I
No
feel
water
like
style.
Yeah, that would have been really cool.
Tobirama didn't really need to have a drawn-out battle like Hashirama did. I've never got that sense from his character. He seems like he's very capable to do so, but like
But a
people
Madara
even
rematch would be
argue.
awesome.
Yeah.
What do you?
I'm just saying. I don't think like it's. I think it's fine like what they did with them. I don't have a problem with it, but I don't think that like I think that there is definitely room for them to do more with any of the Kage. I think there was in the war arc. Like
I mean, I think Tobirama. There's really not much other than like a.
like I would only put someone in perfection if there was actually like I could not think of anything else that they could do with them. But for all the Kage, I can definitely think of more things that could have been done. That would have been cool.
I don't see Minato in here at all. Is he here? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Okay. I mean, I like what we got about. I just wish he just had a rematch with Madara, which he did, but he got like rods. But I just kind of feel like that would
A
have been
rematch with Madara. I mean, Madara would
that would have
wash
been
him.
cool.
Not really.
I
'cause Madara
know,
would wash him.
but like I don't care how badly he gets defeated by Madara. I just like the idea of them fighting again, and he didn't even use.
Did
he didn't go all
Tobirama
out
and
with water
Madara
style.
ever fight? Like Tobirama always fought Madara's brother. Like I don't think Tobirama and Madara ever fought each other.
Well, technically they were fighting from kids to teens to early 20s. So
Yeah,
Weren't there
Tobirama fought
implications?
Madara's brother, and then Hashirama fought Madara.
there could have been chance they fought. I don't know, but okay, if they did fight, I just would have preferred to see them fight and him to go out with his water style, which he.
I mean, even if it wasn't Madara, just I feel like we didn't. I would have liked to see more fighting from him.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, I still disagree because I feel like he didn't really need to from what his character was.
How did he lose from Ginkaku?
Hold on, someone's at my door.
All right, so let's get the final verdict. I still think he was done perfectly well. I had no issues with what happened. What about everybody else?
See, it's not that I had issues with it. I just think that there could have, like, even, like, I wouldn't say that me putting something into good but could be better meant that I had any issues with it. Like, I think that it was done great. I just think if there's room for improvement, then it can't be imperfection for me. That's the way I'm looking at it.
That's
at least.
fair. Like, I guess I worded it a little wrong. I just saying that I see what you're saying, but I don't think any of those things is necessary because he doesn't seem like one of those characters that needs to be in a fight. He seems like the intellectual type. He seems like his strategist type, and for what that was, I feel like he did it really well. If he was ever to get in a long drawn out fight, like Madara, Obito, he would
At
have
least
lost
one.
easily. That's why he helped in a lot of fights. He helped Naruto fight Obito. Obviously, Madara was kind of chilling on his own, so obviously.
So he's a side fighter. That's all.
Yes, that's exactly what I saw in his character, and that's why.
I didn't see him like that, so I think that's why I.
He deserves at least one big fight. That's all. Which he did with Kinkake Ginkaku, but apparently he died.
And then, didn't he lose to the 7? No, that was someone else. But the only person, the only person he legitimately lost to, legitimately beat, is like Madara's brother.
He killed him, though.
Yeah, legitimately beat. So yeah, I'm still that, but it seems like T-Bry and Ko, you both are thinking good, but it could be better.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Delix? What are we doing? What are we doing with this guy?
It could be better. Like, I agree everything you said about awesome strategist. Like, no doubt. But just one big fight, and I'd be more satisfied. But that's all.
Fair enough. All right, he's being good.
More water style.
Be better. Next person. Again, a character. I think this guy had the crush on Tamari in the filler.
Oh my god, filler. I don't care. Make him go to hell. Burn.
All right.
I don't even recognize that man.
Me either.
Trash him.
Yeah, that's trash. All right, next Akatsuki member, Datara.
I have a lot to say about this. Oh my god, Kohyuga knows about how I feel about Datara.
Datara.
Dude, like it frustrates me because he didn't bomb himself, which he could have. He could have killed a lot of people. He didn't use his dragon, which would have been useful. He was just locked in Conqueror's puppet for like rest of the war. Like, the fuck?
Okay, here's my opinion. I think that Datara had done enough in the series that we didn't need more in the war arc.
I agree.
So I would honestly put him into perfection because I don't think that I think that what they gave us was just character from him, which I enjoyed. His banter and stuff like that because that's the type of character he is. And I feel like we've seen enough fighting from him when he was alive. I feel like so much so that I didn't feel like I needed it when he was in the war, but I did enjoy his presence in the war. So I wouldn't say that it could be better because I think that was just fine for me. So I would honestly put him in perfection.
I think Datara honestly needed more fights when he was alive. Because his fights are always interesting, and that we don't know what type of style he's going to use.
I mean, he got a lot of fights. Datara had a lot of fights. He fought Sasuke, Gaara, Naruto, Itachi.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like he had a little.
He didn't really have a fight with Naruto. He got punched by him, but
that's true.
I mean, Datara is awesome as a fighter, but I do feel like he could have had more character, what Kishimoto didn't do, even in Edo form. But when he fights, he goes all in. He's also a strategist as well. And best Naruto fights are with strategy, and he had a lot of potential to bring more strategy in fights. I feel like he should have lived, but that's a completely different discussion. But I would say, on honest opinion, I just still did not like what we got in Edo Datara. I didn't like what they did to him. They kind of just like they shit all over him in the war. I'm more pissed off with his character than Sorcery. He got more disrespected, is what I'm saying in Edo than Sorcery.
Okay, where would you put him?
I would say, honestly, throw it in the trash because him bringing him back still disappoints me. I don't like Edo Data at all.
All right, fair. And then Ko, what did you say?
Good idea, but executed poorly.
Okay. Good idea.
I mean,
not well executed.
he could have blew himself up multiple times.
One
He could just come back and
perfection.
redo it.
One throw it in the trash. What a good idea, not well executed. And is there honestly him and I feel the same way with Sasori that I feel with Deidara. Like, there's two parts of it. One, his story was ended, so he didn't really need to be there. But on the other hand, his attacks, his abilities would be very effective, considering. So I'm gonna go good idea.
There's a large group of shinobi that he could blow up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with good idea, not well executed. I have very similar opinions with him and Sasori and how they were used. So overall, with one perfection, one throw it in trash, two good, well not executed, he's going right.
See, but Delix, you like Data, right?
A lot. I like him a lot. He's my favorite Akashi
member. Right. So I would think that your choice would more be a good idea, but not well executed, rather than throw it in the trash, because you would have liked to see him come back and be done better, right?
I mean, yes, but it's really hard
because we're not basing it off of what we've seen. If it's a good idea but not well executed, we're basing it off of what it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been, but I have a hard time thinking who could he fight, because a lot of
he doesn't necessarily have to fight anybody. He could just be a big pain in the ass for the entire Shinobi.
I feel like Deidara could take anybody that isn't Naruto and Sasuke at that. Like Shikamaru's crew, he could fuck them up.
Like, I would love to see Gaara rematch with Data, because Gaara has a lot more jutsus in the war, and he's also a lot stronger because he has all that sand everywhere. And Shikamaru with his strategy could have backed up Gaara, or it could be Rock Lee and Gaara fight Data.
Yeah. That if anything, we could have. Cool. There's other characters that we just needed more. We could have seen more of that could have fought Data as well. Like, we could have seen more of Neji, Lee, like you said, Gaara.
Yeah.
Like, it just would have been interesting. Even Sasuke, like, even see him and Data meet each other again. That would have been something else right there.
Right, and that was Data's like whole purpose in the war arc too. He was like, I'm gonna beat this guy.
I mean, this is my opinion, but I kind of felt like they overdid his personality a bit more. I kind of felt like he was less chill in the war than normally. Like, he just would not shut up in the war compared when he was alive.
I mean, he thought Sasuke was dead, and Sasuke was not dead, so he was.
Yeah, he bragged about how cool he was when he never did, and I'm just like, Data, I feel so bad for you because you don't know nothing.
Yes, I found Data just hilarious. But let's move on to the next person. We got Gaara's dad, because I can't remember his name. Gaara's dad. Honestly,
it starts with an R, I think.
Yeah, I'm clueless right here. I think he's the fourth Kazekage. Fourth.
Yeah, he's fourth. He's the fourth, because
his name is Rasa.
Right. I'm gonna say perfection.
I'm also gonna say perfection. Same idea with the Mizukage here. It's a character that we never really met, so it's not like we expected anything else from him. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we did expect stuff because we knew it was Gaara's dad, and we knew what Gaara's dad done to Gaara. But the entire
and I think we got that right.
Yeah, we got that entire story wrapped up. So.
Right. I don't think there was anything else that they could have done, because he did show very impressive feats in terms of fighting, and then he also wrapped up that story with Gaara. So I think that there wasn't anything else that they needed him for.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was bad at all. I mean, I kind of felt like his character could have been better, but then at the same time, I think he was written to be hated because his father, of how crappy he was to Gaara, that's what developed Gaara.
Yeah.
He tried to kill him multiple times. Gaara, what? You have friends? I didn't know that.
Wow. I was gonna say, I wouldn't say it's something that was like really built up to. Like, it kind of just happened, but like, I'm fine with him. I just wasn't like, I don't know. It was kind of just, it weirded me out at first because I didn't realize that was his dad for a while.
Oh, really? Like, the moment
I thought like he was just someone else or something. I didn't know he was his dad until Gaara started like crying and all this other stuff. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
It's kind of weird.
But to be fair, like, once he was first introduced, the only thing I was thinking about is Gara got to fight this dude, and the fact that we got that, you know, put everything in that, put everything
That's
in
a
place.
perfection. I
Yeah.
like what we got.
That's fair.
That's,
All
I
right.
don't care for his character.
Next person, I don't remember his name, but he's related to the Raikage. And
His name is
It was
his name
his
is
cousin.
his name is just a letter.
Is it B?
I think it's B. I think
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
one.
I think it is B.
I think it's B.
Yeah, I think it is B, but I could be wrong.
It's probably B. It's either A or B when it comes to these names anyway.
I liked his character. I felt like he was wasted. Like, I know he's filler, but he was too good to be a filler character. Like, I liked
Honestly, I don't remember anything about him.
I don't remember anything
Yeah, me
he did.
either.
I remembered his story. I remembered
Yeah,
his story,
yeah.
but I don't
he
remember what
was
he did
the
in
Gen
the war arc.
Shuriki before. He was a Gen Shuriki before.
Yeah,
B.
I remember that, but I don't remember his personality or like anything else about him.
He
I don't
wasn't a bad
remember his
character, honestly.
entirety.
He wasn't a bad
I
character.
don't remember him
Yeah.
ever appearing.
I have no idea what he did in the war arc. Like,
Yeah, I don't remember him being resurrected actually.
But,
Oh, you know what? I do remember. Doesn't he fight? He fights Naruto.
just
Does
why?
he?
No,
He fights
B.
Naruto, doesn't he?
He
I'm
fights B.
confused.
He fights B.
Oh, it's like B and Naruto are together trying to go to the war, and he interrupts them, right? And then Naruto goes forward,
No,
goes
I
on.
think it was just B.
No, because
Well, Naruto was with B, and then
Yeah.
I think that he left.
Yeah.
I suddenly remember the fight. I know Naruto was there for part of it, but I don't think he was there. I think he left.
I'll be honest. I'm throwing this dude in the trash. He didn't need to be there.
Yeah, I didn't really care about him at all. So.
I don't even know him,
He's your
so
neighbor.
I can't say.
He's your neighbor, man.
He's your neighbor.
I don't even know who
He's
you
your
are.
friendly little neighborhood Gen Shuriki.
Nah.
All right. I think the consensus is to throw him in the trash. Okay.
Yeah.
Next is one of the ninja. I forgot. He had a very interesting jutsu. I think he had a Genkai.
Same as Datara. He was part of the explosion release. I mean,
Did he have?
It starts with a G. I think his name starts with a G.
I think it does too. I forgot what he had a very
It's
interesting.
It's Guardy of the explosion style. That's what he is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
when he punches, he explodes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
not remember this guy.
I'm in the. It's very.
There's so many
It's very. I don't
forgettable
know.
characters.
Because his abilities was interesting, but honestly, he wasn't really needed. So I'm kind of like,
I think good, but could be better because I think that I like that the war arc introduced new characters that we had never seen before in terms of the reincarnations, and I think that he was one of the more like. I don't think his fight was necessarily terrible. I think that it was a cool. I don't know. He was cool for what he was, but
Cool concept.
they could have made him better. Like they could have had a extended fight with him and made him more important and crazy, I guess. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it was necessarily poorly executed. It was just not like there could have been something else there, I guess.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get someone to drink.
I'm gonna say good, but could be better. It's my final answer.
honestly, like after really thinking about it, although he did have an interesting ability, I'm gonna throw him in the trash. Like, considering
I
all
was
the
gonna say throw it in the trash as well. I just don't know enough about this character or remember him.
Yeah, like, we didn't really need him at all. Like, he might have had a good fight or not, but if you just take him out and give more shine to some other characters, it would have been a lot better. So, I'm throwing it in the trash. Coast throw it in the trash, but T-Bra, you said good but could be better?
Yeah.
So does that make it, like, a good idea, not well executed? Or it depends on what D-Lick says now. Because I don't know if it's this or is it this. Because you picked that. There's 2 votes here. So does that make it here?
I don't know.
Alright, we're just going to leave it, throw it in the trash, and move on. Alright, next. This guy with the droopy eyes. Hayate.
Wasn't he like the proctor for the tuning exams?
Yes.
Yeah, he got killed by
He was
Baki.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Sad.
I liked him.
He was pretty
Sucks
cool.
they
Then he got kind of wiped out very easily.
sucks they died. I like how he was sick. That was funny to me. I don't know. Like when he hosted the exams, he just starts coughing and stuff. Like what?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna throw him in the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I
agree, because-
I didn't feel any hype that he was resurrected because
Yeah,
he didn't really seem like someone who was like crazy powerful.
yeah, and plus
And
at that
his
point in the series, I
yeah,
forgot who he even was. Like legit,
his
I
and
remembered him, but
also
I
his
didn't know
his
remember
resurrection
him like
story
that.
like was super boring with like that girl and stuff that loved him or whatever. I was so bored of it.
She just looked like a purple hair version of Hinata, basically.
Yeah. Throw it in the trash. Next person. Don't remember her name, but hers is like Scorch style.
Takara.
Scorch style, right?
She has a cool design.
And cool
Yeah.
ability.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually really liked her. Like them she was chasing that one unit who had the what's that Cloud Village guy's name? He's got like the sucker in his mouth all the time.
Who are we talking about?
You
Takara.
talking about
She was
Dari
hot.
or?
Not Darwi, the other guy.
Yeah,
the guy that-
I remember
I know
who
who
you're
you're talking about, but I can't.
little Darwi.
Yeah, let's call him Little Dari. I remember who you're talking about.
No. He has a name. Hold on.
It just can't.
It's fucking what's his name, bro?
I liked her. I liked Pakura. I thought she was a really, really, really cool character.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I really liked like the hype, like when they were being chased by her, and it was like it felt really intense, like that she could actually kill them. It's like she felt like a very formidable like resurrection. Like they were actually it actually had a level of fear
Oh,
to her
T-Bar.
being around. Yo,
were you were referring to Omoi?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Omoy,
I was
Omoy,
about
yeah.
to say. I was like, okay, I know you're talking about somebody.
Yeah, I couldn't. I always think I always get him and Darwi mixed up because they're kind of like both short-haired like cloud ninja guys. With don't they both have swords too? I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I don't know. I always get them mixed up, but that guy.
My thing with her is her abilities are cool, her design is cool, her story sucked, but other than that,
Her stories.
like
Okay, wait. Her backstory sucked, but her story during the war arc wasn't so bad.
No, with that girl that was her connection with that some random chick we'd never met before, and that connection, that was so boring. But imagine
I really like the intenseness of like them. They had to like lure her somewhere, right? They had to like lure her into that other place to trap her. And it was like super intense when she was like, they knew that she was behind them, but they didn't know how far back she was. And she was like following them. And then they knew that as soon as they caught up, she could just fucking incinerate them. And it was like, I don't know. It felt really intense for me. I really like that whole
It would have been
section
interesting
of the
to
fight.
see her fight like some other characters that are actually important, i.e. like Hinata,
Yeah,
Tamari,
honestly.
Sakura,
Kankuro.
like even
Honestly, I
10-10.
think she'd
A
be
10-10
better
fight
suited to
with
fight
this
someone like them.
person would have been very interesting. But we had
Yeah.
some random girl that nobody knows.
Honestly,
My vote is
I'd
good,
say-
but could be better.
I'd say
Because
good
I did
idea,
enjoy
but,
it.
like poor execution.
I agree. I mean, I like everything about her jutsus, her design, and everything. But I wish she didn't like create her at the very last minute of the war. Like,
Yeah,
she was cool, man. I like Pakura.
Yeah. My only
she kind of
thing,
just showed up.
she could have just
low-key.
fought someone else, like, or been a threat to someone else, and I would have liked it
Yeah.
much more.
I think the idea was to give Omoy some background and some spotlight because he was really not shown much. I think that was the whole purpose of that.
Yeah, and that was
Probably.
just a fail because he's not even relevant in Boruto. So like, well,
I mean-
why? Just why?
No one's relevant in Boruto. Boruto.
Like this Omui guy never makes an appearance after this war arc. So
That's true.
He did not need.
I
Yeah,
wish he
it's
did.
both,
I
yeah.
wish he did though. I feel like he was like I think he was my favorite cloud ninja. Just
That's
I don't know. I liked his appearance and
I
his
like a lot of Cloud
personality.
Ninja.
I mean, if you
designs.
think about it, like all the Cloud Ninja, like the main group, Dari becomes Raikage. That one chick marries Choji, and then Amui just never seen before. Never seen at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he could just be, I don't know, chilling in the village or something.
He have like
Something.
he was like their Shikamaru, wasn't he? He didn't say it was a
Oh,
drag.
that's
He had
a
a different
disrespect.
he had
Yeah.
a different
Disrespecting
expression.
Shikamaru
I
right
think
there.
that was Dari.
No,
Daru's
Or-
way
oh
smarter.
maybe it was
Yeah,
maybe it was
'cause
Darling.
Daru had to fight Kinkaku and Genkaku, and we're gonna get that. That was impressive. He was
I
able to
forgot
fight.
about that
He was
fight.
able to take those two on.
I need to rewatch Shippuden.
That was
I
a
forget
great
about a lot
fight
of this
because he
stuff.
used his intelligence that entire fight, and his jutsu was very interesting. But what we gotta figure out what to do with her. All right, Delix, where do you say what you were gonna put her?
I put her in D for double Ds.
I think I'm
Shoot.
good.
I'm
but
leaning-
could be
Good
better.
idea, but
I'm
not-
leaning good, but could be better. It's my
I think
I'm
I'm
gonna
Okay,
say
one of the two.
a good idea, but not well executed.
If she just fought someone different,
That-
that could have been good, and I think that's why I'll be. If it's just that like kind of
'Cause-
important, but one thing, I think I'm gonna be good, but could be better as well. Just her role in the story just could have been a little bit different. It would have been better.
Yeah. I just feel like she was just kind of random, though. I don't think she was, like, really, like, needed. Like, I feel like she was a cool concept, but I don't think she was, like, anything better than what we got.
She wasn't needed, but it's fun to have those characters that are just huge threats that
Yeah.
the Shinobi Alliance just had to deal with, and she's definitely capable of being that. And if like someone else would have been her opponent to deal with her, it would have been nice to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess good. I guess her consensus good, but could be better.
Good, but could be better. I agree.
All right, next is actually a very hyped up ninja. We got Hanzo, the salamander.
Why did he fight the samurai? That was weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that. What was the whole deal with him? Like,
They
fighting
had a-
that one
they had
samurai
a-
He's supposed
they
to
had a-
be
they had a
above
history.
Sun level.
They had a history. Literally anybody else, he could have done so much, but they just.
Yeah, I think great idea, not well executed at all.
I am right there with you. Like
Yeah.
he's the
He,
king
like,
of that.
he fought the Sani like 3v1.
That's like his
He
main
beat the
thing, though.
Sani 3v1.
We
Yeah,
didn't even got to
legit.
see that fight either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that kind of
that
sucks. We
kinda
need that
sucks.
fight.
Yeah, they really did him dirty, I think, in the war arc.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
a samurai, like who has no like a lot of a samurai isn't supposed to have like jutsu, right? They just put chakra in their blades. That's the only thing they do, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting when you think about it. Like, there's actual samurai in a world where it's supposed to be just ninjas. It's
I
weird.
mean, it makes sense. But
It's kind of
like,
interesting. though.
there's very few people that should be able to fight this dude, and he fought the freaking old samurai.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
Kishimoto wanted to do samurais. which
Oh,
he
yeah,
did
that's true.
finally,
I
but
forgot
it got
about that.
canceled.
I don't care, bro. They very good idea. Very, very good idea. It was like he's one of the first people who probably would think of who needs to be reanimated. Hanzo the Salamander. The dude was hyped up throughout the story. Just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Did you guys like how he died by pain though? I thought that was cool.
Oh yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah,
Called
I
him
didn't.
a piece
I
of
think that was
garbage
cool.
before he died.
Like yeah. Like Hanzo meeting Nagato or Hanzo fighting just something. Hanzo and Tsunade meeting again. Yeah, just something. But
Oh yeah, so Kage said that he should have fought.
Tsunade fighting Hanzo would have been actually pretty hype. Like her first fight. Alright, next we got Neji's dad.
You mean Hizashi?
Yes.
He wasn't
Okay.
hated at all. I liked how he died.
I have some thoughts on that, but I'm gonna save mine for last.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ko. Go ahead.
All right. So, I think that he actually should have came back, but I don't like the way they handled it. Like, I felt like Neji's arc was concluded, or at least the first portion of his arc, like main arc, was concluded like in part 1. But I felt like him having the whole issue with like the main branch and the side branch, and how he was on the side branch, and how his dad was like killed off for all of that. I felt like him getting a resolution for that with his father would have been better, which he kind of got, but I felt like the scene didn't really do much for me. I don't know if it's because we just didn't have so much scenes with Neji up to that point for me to really care about the scene, but I felt like he should have been resurrected a little earlier than what he was. Like, I felt like he needed, I don't know, I feel like Neji, like a lot of the side characters should have played a bigger role in the war arc. And I felt like his dad, like, being resurrected, but the moment just, I don't know, it should have been deeper than what it was, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would have brought Neji's character arc full circle rather than it just being concluded in part one.
I very much agree. I think he actually was needed in the story to, considering what happens to Neji in the war arc. Would have been a huge part to finishing Neji's story, but I don't feel like it really happened. But he just would have been a huge part. And just imagine a super serious fight between two master level Byakugan users. Like, that would have been...
Yes, I need that. Like, see, this is like, oh my gosh, I can't stand how the Sharingan was wanked so hard throughout the series. It kind of frustrates me. Like, I wish we got more Hyugas, like, in the show in general, that could actually fight.
Kaguya made the Byakugan even more powerful.
I mean, but do we really count Kaguya, though?
She had the most powerful Byakugan.
I mean, whatever. Kaguya exists.
Fair enough. I'm thinking a
She's
good
an alien.
idea, but not well executed. That's my...
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's been wanting the Byakugan to get more respect. You get the final villain with Byakugan. What more do you want?
Okay, but the final villain's not that good to begin with, so that's not really saying much. That's not giving us what we actually want. Like,
Fair.
No. I meant it like on a general level. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys? What is Delix and T-Bry? What do you guys think?
I don't think he was needed. Period, in my opinion.
I think it's a decent idea to have him come back, but I wouldn't say they did anything with it, so I'd probably put it there.
Like, if he fought Neji, that would have been different.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Great idea, but they didn't do anything properly with this guy.
I don't even fucking remember where he was in the war or what he did.
I don't remember half the stuff.
He fought his brother. That's it.
Yeah,
like what battlefield was that on? Like
it was the battlefield that Team 10 fought Asuma. They're Team 10, right?
Oh, the coast. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's just horrible.
That was kind of pointless. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't know why they had him fight his brother. That just felt really stupid to me. Yeah.
They were playing patty cake when they fought.
Shut up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Shut up, Felix.
Another one of the characters that had a great idea, could have been huge for the story, it just wasn't executed properly.
Yeah.
Next is Granny Chio, and I'll be honest, Granny Chio's great.
Trash it.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Trasher.
She should have just stayed dead, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Chio
no
was
need
not
for
needed.
her.
There's no need, yeah. No reason.
All right.
Dude, the way that she died, though, was sad. Like, everyone respected her. Everyone, like, prayed for her. Like, oh.
I wouldn't say sad, because she revived Gar at the same time. So I think...
That's true.
I don't know what to think. But, we got a huge one here. We got Itachi Uchiha.
Perfection.
Perfection.
I agree. Perfection.
Okay, look.
I agree.
Look, I have to say yes, because after knowing the truth of Itachi, for some reason, I just felt like it just has not ended yet. And when he got resurrected, I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
The resolution with Sasuke, him showing how badass he was by breaking out of the reanimation.
Izanagi.
And
Izanagi. Yeah, it was all good.
And that backstory we got of how he told him just take care of Sasuke, and like, your pain's greater than ours, all this other stuff. Like, that backstory was sad, and he just started crying.
And then we got the final, like, we got what you call it, Shinsui's jutsu actually utilized when Itachi was revived. We saw Itachi did that to Naruto like a while ago. We're like, is this ever gonna? It came full like everything. Once Itachi came in, he did his thing, left, and it was perfect.
Yeah, I don't think Itachi coming back. I just feel like he needed back because I just feel like there was more to him, and I think I was right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel
Yeah. I feel like Kishimoto, out of all the characters, Itachi is one of those that's like, yeah, he's definitely coming back.
Dude, when he told Sasuke he'll love him no matter what he does, dude, that was sad.
Yeah, yeah.
No matter what
Great.
you do here or not, I will love you always. Aw.
All right. Next we got another hidden sword miss guy.
throw it in the trash.
I'm putting him right in with the other one.
Yeah, I think all the hidden miss is gonna.
I
be
think
right.
all of the hidden miss swordsmen. It's a really good idea that they were back, but they just didn't.
I
They
guess
didn't execute
Actually,
them well.
this one I forgot.
they're kind of forgettable.
His
though.
or her name. She actually had to.
Yeah, they're forgettable because of what they did, but they they could have not been forgettable. Is why we're putting.
That's
them
true.
All right.
category.
Is there?
There was
am
a
I
chance.
Missing someone? We got.
Yeah,
one,
he's
2,
right.
3, 4. Oh, he right here. Him.
Yeah, that's the guy with the hammer.
One. And.
Who's that guy next to Nagato? Who is he? Is that?
He's probably some no-name filler. I think that is.
Yeah, throw all the characters we don't know in the trash. Like.
We'll get to them. We'll get to them.
Okay.
All right.
Respect
Next.
nobody.
Right there. Right beside Zabuza there.
Him. Oh, okay. Isn't that
That's,
what's his name, brother?
Yeah, but
That's a dude.
I'd
thought
say
that was a female for a second.
I'd say he didn't do much either.
Gotcha. All right. Next, we got Kimimaru.
Bro,
Kimimaru
is my least favorite resurrection because I love Kimimaru, but they didn't do anything with him. He fought some samurai, and then
Exactly. I disrespect, man.
I don't know.
Bro.
Kimimaru should have gotten way more.
Like, if
for
he
the
fought
character.
Jugo, that would make things differently because they had a relationship, but nothing.
not to mention when we seen him fight, he was sick. So the him being brought back was an opportunity to see him go even harder than that, but they didn't
Yeah,
deliver.
true.
I
it's
love
kinda like-
I love Kimimaru's character and his backstory, man. It's sad as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a great idea, but not well executed at all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree. Yeah, it's like these three, they're like right up the top. Like they could have done so much better. All right. Next, we got two characters that are very interesting because they're just very interesting characters. We got Kinkaku and Ginkaku.
I don't care about them.
Yeah.
Really?
They were only there. They were only
Perfection.
They were only there to make the
What's he,
tutorials become fully
Explain.
for what it was supposed to be.
I think
I
done
think-
really well, actually.
I think that they were new characters introduced to us, which is always a treat. And I think that they battled. They went hard. They went in. They did their thing. They got beaten in a great way, and I don't think that it could have been done any better. And I just think that was. I think they were the perfect like final threat for that side of the battlefield, the coastal battlefield.
They killed
Yeah.
Toblerone, so they're trash.
I agree. 'Cause, like,
No,
we had these two characters so hyped up. Like, they beat Tobirama. Like, they're super hyped up. And then no one could really take them on. And then Darwin's kind of by himself. And then we see all
Yeah. Also, it gave him a chance to like really shine and show like his Black Lightning and stuff to show like why he deserved to be the
Black Panther was an awesome jutsu.
Yeah, and then we got to see the Sage tools being utilized against these two.
I think
And then
Yeah, I think I don't. Yeah.
wasn't there chakra used for the Ten Tails as well? Because they couldn't get Naruto's chakra, so they used the Ginkaku and Kinkaku instead, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
See, yeah,
Sounds
they
right.
played a part in the Ten Tails resurrection. So yeah, I'm
I don't-
perfection as well.
Yeah, I think that yeah, I don't think
I-
that they could have been any better.
me personally, I didn't really have an attachment to them because we only knew the knowledge that they beat Tobirama. So that kind of made me think, okay, you guys like must be stupidly strong or something. But I don't know. I didn't know how to feel about them because they kind of just exist. Like
Plot devices.
I don't know. They're just
Plot
there. Like
devices. What do you mean?
I would say they're
I
a
mean,
good
if they
idea, but
weren't,
could have been
like-
like executed better, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I think like perfection's probably
I mean, if they never got resurrected, then Obito would have been able to do the Ten-Tail thing.
Yeah,
Delix.
they had.
Would you?
Go ahead.
I was gonna
mean-
say,
I mean, do
Delix.
you
Would you have
care-
wanted Toby Rama to have like a rematch with those two, like in reanimated form?
No, God, no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I was just
no.
asking.
Yeah,
I mean, does anyone even care about their characters? Like, do you care about their characters, their personalities?
not enough.
I think
to
they
make
had-
a rematch.
Not-
Like,
drama.
I think that's part of the reason why they were a good resurrection, because we didn't have any connection to them, so it was just a good, like, there was nothing to let us down, you know? Like, there was
That's
nothing
true.
to, like,
Unless they-
unlike Sasori being resurrected and not getting to see more of him that we craved from him before, these two just came out of nowhere, and their fight was pretty interesting for the most part, and then they were defeated, and I think that was good for what they were used for.
Yeah, like they played a low key big part in the main story, and then in like the current like story that was happening, they were a big enough threat that they had to be paid attention to. Like the Shinobi Alliance had to get something done, so they were like, Darui, you gotta handle these people. But they weren't important enough for us to get like an important character to fight them. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think they were done really well. I think it was perfect, pretty much. All right, next we got Naruto's father, Minato Namikaze.
I mean, he kind of like didn't do a whole lot in KCM.
I'm gonna say perfect for him. Unlike the other Hokage, he actually went off and did some crazy shit in the war.
Yeah, I think
Kind of.
Minato's perfection too.
He didn't do anything really too amazing in KCM. Like, he normally just did the same flying Raiji. He didn't rely on the KCM
I mean,
power a
he
lot.
didn't really.
Yeah, but
need
I
to
feel
do
like
that.
just his presence and like his personality was just like it just hit. For some
but
reason,
also,
it
like,
just hit
Sasuke
well.
didn't even need to resurrect him. Like, Minato didn't even have one conversation.
I don't think he had a choice.
Yeah,
It was like
they were all in the same like because
they are all in the.
that demon.
I mean, he did lay out 4 Zetsu bodies, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who,
but-
Minato?
no
Sasuke.
Orochimaru when they were
Yeah,
Remember
why,
Orochimaru did
why
the
wouldn't you
seal
want to
thing?
get the four strongest Kage? To help
I
you
think
in a-
they're. Well, I don't think they that wasn't originally their purpose, was to bring them back for the war. It was just for a conversation, and then they were like, okay, well, we got to go help.
Yeah, and then they joined the battle
But-
when they
but-
heard about it.
I think that Orochimaru's reasoning for bringing all 4 of them back was probably just to get a wider perspective of how the village works, and like just so Sasuke is completely satisfied with any answer. He gets all perspectives.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because Minato was around when Itachi was around as well, so.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, they got the
I
entire
would-
story. Yeah.
Remember that scene when Minato pops up when Naruto's getting healed by Sakura?
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene. I love that scene.
Yeah, I think Minato was done perfectly. I mean, people
Yeah,
might have
I
issues
agree.
with like he didn't use Sage mode or he didn't use KCM. Like,
I never thought too much about that.
I feel like his story
Like-
was like having that relationship with Naruto and being a very good support character, basically, because that's pretty much.
And then
mostly.
that goodbye scene at the end was like, oh
depressing.
man.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
But I still wish he just did more in the war in KCM since he had it. But like I just kind of just feel like he didn't do a whole lot of what I expected for him to do. But
I mean, he
that's
just
just
got
me.
the form.
Yeah,
too.
I don't know.
Like, he
I didn't
know-
get that vibe. I felt like he did like. I think if anything,
Minato did a
Minato
lot,
definitely
honestly.
did way more than the other 3.
well, he did in some ways, yeah.
I don't know. Personally, I was satisfied with
I
everything.
mean, it could have. I mean, just for my opinion, I feel like we've done more. But I feel like I am satisfied with what we got. I will admit that.
All right, that's fine. I mean, you could be good, but could be better. But I think three of us went perfection, right?
Yeah.
All right. He could be. I don't think he's over Itachi. He could be right next to him, though.
Are you ranking them that direction too?
Yeah. Might as well. Makes things interesting. Next we got Haku.
Throw it in the trash.
Yeah,
Haku
For me.
good.
I agree. There's
I
no
don't think
need.
Haku
There's
should
no
came
need for
back.
Haku to be revived.
Bringing
I don't
back
know. I mean, you guys keep
Zabuza-
saying there's no need, but I don't think there's really any need to bring anybody back. It's just
But I
like
mean, some of
for...
them.
Bringing back Haku and Zabuza was disrespectful, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Haku and Zabuza.
I
are,
think
like,
that's
one
part
the
of,
most.
for me, that's part of the interest. Like, Kabuto is being disrespectful by bringing
Well,
everybody
see,
back.
yeah,
I look
but I was
at-
gonna say.
Okay, Kabuto lover.
I look at it in two different viewpoints. I look at it what their character arc and their personality would bring to the war arc, and what their abilities would bring. Personality, character arc, it was finished. It was done. There's nothing there anymore. And then her abilities is more of a solo fighter, and it's not like her. We seen the extent of her abilities. So like his ability.
Her.
I know. I keep on saying it, but it's whatever. But so with those two things said,
It's 2020, Faith.
I did really enjoy their interaction with Kakashi after in the war arc
it was
when
a
he
cool
was
Yeah,
like,
that was
interaction,
fine.
but it wasn't needed. Like it.
Yeah, like I feel like Haku and Zabuza should have just stayed dead. Like they were really not needed. For
Well,
me, at
I have
least.
different opinions on Zabuza, but I think Haku definitely should have stayed dead.
All right. What do you
I
think?
mean, it was
Felix?
cool for them to still respect Naruto, but that's...
Yeah, that's cool.
Did they even see Naruto?
Nope.
No, they didn't. That
Oh.
kind of sucks. Okay,
I think they mentioned one of them Haku asked Kakashi, that's what it was. Haku asked how he was doing. It was pretty sad actually.
Yeah. Anything with Haku related gets pretty sad, honestly. All right. So I'm throwing it in the trash. I think Ko's throw it in the trash. Delix and T-Bro. What do you guys think?
I mean, I wouldn't say trash, but
Oh, then
I mean, I said throw it in the trash initially, but now I'm thinking more about it.
I'm thinking good idea, not well
like,
executed.
yeah, good
But
idea maybe, but
what
it
makes
is
it a
kind
good
of trash
idea?
to an extent.
But
Like,
what makes it a
wasn't-
good
What makes it a
idea?
good idea is because Haku and Zabuza are like, it really hit Kakashi when he had to kill them. So him having to face them again is like super emotionally impactful. Like
But-
it's damaging to Kakashi.
Not really. I don't think so. Because
I mean,
feel
well,
like
that's how
it
they
really-
that's how they wrote it. So
I don't feel like
I
no.
don't
I'm
think
talking
it really
about. I'm talking
impacted
about
him,
on the
though.
war arc. I feel like if
no,
they're
I mean,
there
yeah,
or they're not,
Kakashi really hated having to fight them again.
which is understandable. Like the first interaction was very emotional, but take them out, it really it doesn't change Kakashi's character whether he fights them or doesn't fight them.
Not to mention Haku and Zabuza are both really cool fighters, so it would have been cool to see
That
them.
I would agree with, but I don't feel like it's cool enough for them to need to be.
What about Sakura and Rock Lee versus Haku and the Ice Mirrors like Naruto?
I'd rather see Sakura fight.
that'd be
other
a
people.
neat idea.
It would be embarrassing if Sakura lost to Haku. I'll be honest. Like early, like
She's
right
not
at the
fast enough.
beginning arc, Haku still could beat Sakura, and we're at the end of Naruto. Like that would be embarrassing.
Haku's faster than Sakura.
I'm pretty sure Kakashi stated that
But isn't Sakura like
she was
stronger
probably
than,
more skilled than...
She's stronger than her, but not fast.
her?
I know it's just it is what it is at this point.
Confusing times.
All right, we got to
That's a
figure out
big
what we're
deal.
doing. I feel like Haku could be just thrown in the trash. Does not need to be in the
Trash.
war arc.
Yeah,
got another
trash.
one? All right,
Sorry, T-Bro.
3 for. Might as well do Zabuza as well. You know, since they come in a pair. And
I don't know. I think Zabuza would be better suited to be put with the rest of the swordsmen. Because why would they
think
bring back...
Zabuza can be thrown in the trash because I think he needed to stay dead. Honestly,
Yeah, but who had Zabuza's sword? It would have been interesting to see Zabuza interact with what's his name, Sasuke's like ally, who had his sword.
Suigetsu?
Yeah,
Suigetsu. Yeah.
because Sugata
Yeah.
had Zabuza's sword. So,
But they stole his sword.
yeah,
They summoned it back and Kakashi was using it, which was fucking crazy.
Zabuza. Plus, we probably could have seen more of, like the true like essence of Demon Zabuza, because there's nothing holding him back.
I think it would have been cool to see all of the 7 swordsmen do some more in the war arc.
Oh, also have them all team up, because they've teamed up
Yeah.
before, so having all of
Yeah.
them team up, that would have been interesting.
Kakashi would have lost if it happened to him.
Yeah, because the only person who beat them was Guy's dad, and he had to go 8 gates to beat them. So Kakashi would have no chance. Yeah, that
And
would
this
be
is
very
before he got all the chakra. Too.
Before he gets a Susanoo.
Yeah, that would be very
Yeah, we don't
Go
talk
kill
about that.
Sharingan.
We don't talk about that.
All right, next we got Asuma Sarutobi, and I'll be honest,
I don't mind.
Throw it in the trash.
I don't mind.
We didn't need
but
Asuma.
I also wouldn't say I needed that either. Like I don't know.
He wasn't needed, but at the same time, no one cared for Asuma as a whole. Which sucks. He wasn't a bad character, but no one cared for him.
No, when we
Yeah.
say he's not needed, it
I
doesn't
just-
mean he's a bad character. It means he's not needed in the war arc. Like, he doesn't have any
Yeah.
relevance in the war arc.
I mean, did he really develop his teammates? I mean, did he?
Not
What did he
really,
do?
because the Shikamaru's team was already at, like, their maximum by the time he, was there.
And the entire fight was Choji just trying to spot one
The
punch.
fight was awful. It was
Oh,
it was such a waste.
He was
Yeah,
trying to get Choji
honestly.
to throw one punch. That's it.
Yeah. I'm honestly,
Yeah,
I'm throwing it in
I
the
felt
trash.
like it was.
I think he died like it was too soon for it to have too much of an emotional impact. Like if he had died like in part 1, then I would say a good idea but not well executed. But he died in Shippuden and then he was rezzed in Shippuden. And it just didn't seem like
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. It just didn't gel well, honestly.
So
I
is
don't
the consensus
mind
throw
it,
it in
I
the
don't
trash?
mind
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Another big one. We got Nagato.
Trash.
Oh, I don't know
disagree.
about that.
I wouldn't say
I
trash.
agree.
That's pretty harsh.
The
Felix.
way that Nakato died, come on, man. It was like his death was just it was.
Bro,
super
if
dumb.
I was in Kabuto's shoes, one of the first people I think of reviving is Nagato.
Yeah, for real.
That's
That
true.
is hands down. I don't care what happened.
Oh yeah, he's a monster.
Oh yeah, he's more than a monster. Like this is him healthy with all the abilities, plus a full drawn out fight between Nagato. Honestly, Naruto would have no chance. So like we have to think of who can Nagato really fight? Because at that point Naruto wasn't strong enough.
But his character didn't really do anything when he was revived back.
No, but we're not. You got to look at this list as if Kishimoto came up to you and said, "Okay, who should I revive?" Not. We're not putting them in trash if you didn't like their resurrection. We're putting them in trash if you didn't think they should have been resurrected.
Yeah. And like
I would say a good idea, but not well executed. Because
Yeah.
I didn't really care for his fight.
It sucks that it was cut short though.
Yeah, it was cut short. So yeah, I'm good idea, not well executed. He could have done so much more. So yeah, I'm right there. Good idea, not well executed.
Trash.
I'll put him.
I love this character way too much for him to be brought back. Like the way he died.
Yeah, but then you got to think if he wasn't brought back, people would be saying, "Okay, why didn't you bring him back?" Because it doesn't logistically make sense.
Okay, that's the thing. Kishimoto, I know for a fact he's aware that everyone loves his characters, so which one he chooses or how he handles them, someone's gonna get pissed off.
No, but I'm just saying from a story perspective, it strategically does not make sense for Kabuto not to revive him. He would have to come
Unless
up.
he couldn't,
Kishimoto would have to come up with a reason as to why he couldn't. If he was
like
gonna
unless
not
like
piss
Nagato's
people off.
body was like
Okay.
Yeah,
But the same thing
Nagato's
can be
way
said about
too
Jiraiya.
powerful to not be revived. Like
Same thing.
Well, no, because they
Jiraiya.
explained it though. Jiraiya couldn't be revived. They couldn't get to his body at the bottom of the ocean. The pressure was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I just rather him just stay dead. It's okay to disagree with me, but I love this character too much
That's
to not
fair.
be brought back.
Good idea, but not well executed. That's where Nagato will be at. I don't even remember the. I have no. Just throw it.
Yeah, trash. Throw that man in the
just throw
trash.
it in the trash.
All right, now we got some jerky here.
If it's Jinchuriki, just good idea, but not well
They
executed.
were all wasted.
Yeah,
I
they
think
were all wasted.
I
as an idea.
I think they should all go in good idea, but not,
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
like
a
throw
lot of
all
them.
in
A lot
there.
of them we didn't even get backstory on like who they were. You know,
Except
Well,
for
Phil
Killer
was in the
Bee.
Chunin exams.
But
filler.
yeah,
I think I forgot to bring them.
But
up.
that Roshi guy, we know nothing about him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was
It's
cool, though.
such a waste.
And it kind of sucks too because a lot of them have really cool
Yeah,
designs.
I think you forgot most of them.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Let's just say they represent. They all go in that
I
category.
just remembered. I forgot quite a bit. Like, oh, whatever. We'll just talk about them.
Ukitaka's his character.
Udakata, I didn't mind. I thought he was cool, but
He was cool.
So just all Jinchuriki are going to good idea, not well executed. But
yeah.
Basically.
next we got the Raikage, third Raikage A.
I'd say perfection. I don't really have a problem.
Perfection.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him same. He's same idea as
Russian Shuriken, and he
Yeah.
same idea as like the other two Kage that were resurrected in that same battlefield. I think they all were done pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I forgot the second Chusukage, so he probably would also go perfection, if we're being honest. He did more than all three of them.
Oh, Mu? Yeah, that was cool. I liked when Kabuto like took over his body and was talking to Madara.
Oh,
That was dope.
Don't remember who this is at all.
Me neither.
Either.
I think he's a Miss Swordsman, is he?
Who? If we can't,
Yeah,
if we
I
don't know them, then they're not important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy came as like a pair with Pakura, but he didn't really do much.
Oh yeah, he can go to trash. Kakazu.
not needed.
I forgot he was even reanimated.
Bro,
I mean,
God.
he should have got extra fights being Edo, but it just
A good idea, but terrible. They treated him like he was nothing
I agree.
in the fight. Like he was a side villain that they just like. I forgot who beat him, but they just smashed him. Like it doesn't even make sense because he's like Kage plus level, and they just ignored him.
Didn't they imply that he and Hashirama had fought at one point or something like that?
Yeah, he was sent to kill Hashirama, and then
Something happened.
He failed, and then they kind of like disowned him in the waterfall village. So then he
Kakuzu was
left.
an absolute joke, man. Ugh.
Yeah, that was sad. That was kind of disappointing.
I don't know. Kakazu could have been way better.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could
Even
say
when he was alive,
needed
I feel like him
but
just
I don't know
getting.
what they could have done with him. Like who could he fight? Because the area where he was at, he would have killed everybody.
I mean, they
Honestly,
could.
they could have put him back in a different area.
Yeah, they could. They could change up and put him in a completely different place.
Like
He
he
could've-
shifts all over Asuma's team. He can
He
take down
could have fought a
Choji's dad.
Kage. He could have fought a Kage legitimately. Like Gaara was in the battlefield, Inoki was in the battlefield. Tsunade or the Raikage could have fought him, and have been.
It would have been cool.
Yeah. Tsunade fighting him would be interesting because he fought Hashirama. So that dynamic. All right. I think this guy is related to Sai, or I don't remember.
It's Sai.
Going in the trash.
It's Sai's brother that isn't actually Sai's brother.
Okay.
The one that he had to kill for the foundation.
Okay.
Throw it in the trash.
I think throw it in the trash as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say throw it in the trash. It didn't need anything to do with it.
Sai's
It's
not
just-
that important and need that type of character revived for him.
That part of his backstory should have
Wait,
happened.
is that Hanzo again?
Yeah, I was about to say, is that Hanzo?
I have no idea. I'm gonna put him in the trash. Just
And
in
you
case
skipped
it's not
another
on there.
Hashirama.
All right, this guy fought Shino.
Shino, I
Filler.
love
See,
this fight.
I like the fight,
It was
but
filler.
yeah, it was filler. But I think
I don't
it's
know.
good, but could be better.
said good,
if that
could be
makes
better?
sense to me, at least. Yeah.
T-Bry, what do you think?
I'm gonna
I don't remember.
in the context of what he was used for, I'm gonna say perfection. I don't think it could have been better. I can't think of anything other than him fighting the other bug user, and like in a fairly good fight. Like I don't know who else he could have fought. That
True.
would have been. The only reason that he was brought back, I'm pretty sure, was to demonstrate to Obito how the thing works, because Kabuto killed him, and then he used his friend, the other guy from Ino's clan, his partner or whatever.
Yeah.
He used him as the sacrifice for his friend that he just killed, just to demonstrate to Toby how it worked. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember. And then he ended up fighting.
Snapped his neck.
Yeah.
Kabuto.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was. I'd say perfection. I don't think there was any. have been done with him.
I
I
may
think-
change my mind to perfection. T-Bar, you low-key convinced me.
That's fine. That's fine. Like I have no issues. It can be perfect.
Also, his poison bug body thing was like a pretty interesting jutsu for that part
It was
of.
pretty unique.
It was at a time in Shippuden where we weren't getting many more strategical type fights, and that was like a pretty
Biju bomb.
it was a pretty interesting jutsu.
Tail
So.
beast bombs.
Naruto's fight with Kakashi and Guy was...
You cut out.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
Dealers was saying something, then he cut out.
Oh, okay.
All right. So the last person we have, I might have forgotten some, but this is the last one we're talking about. It's the big one. It's the main one. It is the star of the war arc, Madara Uchiha.
D.
Perfection.
Now listen, I would put it in perfection.
But
Oh
then
my
this
God.
Kaguya stuff happened.
They
and I couldn't.
ruined.
I can't put a perfection.
He should have been the final villain. That's the only reason
for
I can't.
sure.
I can't put him in
think we're
perfection.
all in an agreement on that, but
It was
He should've-
good, but could be better for
He
me.
should have killed Naruto and Sasuke, in my opinion, but I...
It was.
the whole
do
series.
you is that what you're being crazy?
It was great. And then the
Yeah.
Kaguya stuff happened. And
Yeah, like his
Okay,
introduction and then him fighting the K was,
Okay,
and
so
then
if we-
it went downhill from there.
Yeah, if we just take away all the Kaguya stuff, could we not say he's like perfection though?
Yes, without the Kaguya
Yeah.
stuff, he's perfection. But you
But we
can't
can't take
it.
away that
You
stuff.
can't take it away. So
Man, I would have
I mean,
loved
we
to
can
see...
pretend it ever happened. I'm just saying.
I would have loved to see a six-pass perfect Susanoo, which we never seen, but I bet
six
you would have
pass
been
perfect
awesome.
Sunos.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
how
well, we never-
different would it be?
Yeah, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Mixed in with Sage of Six Pass, who knows?
I mean, Sasuke has the same thing.
I mean, it's
No,
called the
no,
perfect Susanoo. I don't think it can get any better.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. Would it
I
just
mean,
make it a
Sasuke was
bigger
able to
blue?
go further beyond the perfect Susanoo, so why can't...
Madara has the perfect Sasuna as well.
No. Sasuke went beyond, above perfect Susanoo with the Tail Beast power.
Oh, but
Oh,
that's
yeah, he
because he
did.
like absorbed them and turned them into lightning and then made his.
So what would Madara's look like since he has them inside his body? You get what I'm saying?
I feel like it would just be a bigger
Yeah.
Susanoo. Like, I don't think much would change.
I would have loved to see it.
And I feel like, I don't know, because Sasuke wasn't a Jinchuriki. Madara is a Jinchuriki. So there's like a difference. Sasuke, instead of becoming the Jinchuriki, he used the Susanoo as kind of like a holder of all their power. Just like
Like
how
a host.
Yeah, just like
Well,
how the
that's-
statue was used.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the idea of perfect
Mm-hmm.
Susanoo with Sage power and having the Sage of Six's power, I'm just imagining it could have been stronger. That's all.
I mean, the dude
Yeah.
was crazy strong. We'll be honest, like, Madara is perfection, and then the Kaguya stuff happened. So, obviously...
Which is why it knocks, and that's, I feel like that's such a huge disappointment at the end that it has to knock him down a
it
level.
has to. It's just
Like,
fact.
without that context, he'd easily be perfection.
Yeah.
Definitely still one of the best people. Like, I'd say he is a better resurrection than some of the people above him, except the only difference is that they couldn't have been better, which is why they're
Yeah.
above it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm the only two that... I
He
mean,
was wasted.
if I had to rank these, Itachi probably would be number 1, then Minato, then...
It might actually, I think it actually goes in that order
Yeah.
that you have it
So
there.
Madara is
Yeah.
going to be good, but could be better. Is that what...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Hashirama, Tobirama in third. And then these four are the only ones I really care about. And probably like that. Right there. But are there any characters that didn't get resurrected that you would love to be resurrected?
What about Kushina?
Um,
Would she
yeah,
sort of have resurrected?
What's
Yeah.
his name?
I have one.
Jiraiya.
The White Fang of the Leaf,
Ooh,
Kakashi's father.
Yes, that would have been a
I was
very
gonna-
interesting character to see.
Man, they hyped him up and they didn't do anything.
They legit did
Like,
nothing. He could have been very
Yeah.
interesting.
Apparently he was super strong, like Kage level.
Yeah.
I mean, Minato said he was above the Sani level during that specific time period, but I'm pretty sure they also passed him as the time he's been dead. If you want to look at it like that.
Probably.
Possibly.
Yeah, having Kakashi fight his father and see like where Kakashi...
That would have been great.
It would
I
have been
think that would
amazing.
have been pretty good.
How was that not an
Yeah.
idea?
I mean, having Jiraiya being resurrected would have been very interesting as well
I
for the story.
I have one. Conan.
Conan.
I think
My
the
girl,
reason
my
I think
girl,
the
my
reason
girl.
he couldn't be resurrected though, I'm pretty sure it said because he was he killed himself, right? And I don't think he passed on properly. Like he was still in purgatory or whatever.
How
His
would
soul.
Kabuto
Oh,
resurrect
the white
Conan?
thing?
Like,
Oh, I
he's
feel-
in the
I-
battlefield.
Yeah.
How would Conan be resurrected by Kabuto? Because he's in the battlefield and she's way out in the rain village.
No, I'm just saying in general. I didn't mean it like, oh, he just like have her body just lying around or something. I'm just saying the idea of her coming back would have been cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And probably another Uzumaki. Like, if we needed another character
Yeah.
that would just... Another Uzumaki.
That
Yeah, like
that old
that
guy,
Uzumaki.
that old guy that's shaking hands with fuck, what's his name? He's shaking hands with Hashirama. He looks like the Hashirama of the Uzumaki clan.
clan.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, I don't remember what his name is, but
I don't
he
even
looks
know
like
if he
he
had a
should-
name, but yeah, he would have been
no, I think they
interesting.
named him, but
Yeah.
His name was Full something. From Bagaku, from Bagaku, something like that. From
Yeah,
Bunku.
and
From Bun-
I'm sure they had a Hashirama version of a samurai that they could have revived as well. Like, they
I think that
probably-
was supposed to be that one dude.
that old dude. If he's the Hashirama version, that's a lot of disappointment right there. No cap.
I mean, they don't do much. So.
Who killed
bro.
Hashirama?
He could go Bleach with it
He
and
died
go
from illness.
Bankai with his sword and just go off, bro. That sword could turn into a whole dragon, bro. That's what I would have loved to see. Bleach and
His name is Ashina.
Ashina.
Ashina Uzumaki.
Ashina. All right, so but this is basically it. This is our tier list of what characters have been revived and whether they should have been revived or not. Look at there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 characters, Kishimoto, you just didn't have to read. Period. And we would have been completely fine with it. But
Did Kishimoto even wanted to make work as long as it was? Like, was that even originally planned?
who knows? But
Like I remember Madara wasn't supposed to be in the work as much as he was supposed to, but everyone hyped him up for so long. He was in there longer because of fans. Like he wasn't supposed to be in the war, period, as long as he was. That's what I heard.
that's fair. I don't.
I think it was better that he was in the war though, because he low-key made it though. When you
And the
think about
longer
it.
he was
Yeah.
in the war, the more he got overpowered, and the more he got overpowered, he was killed off for Boruto.
All right,
I'm
so let's wrap this up. Like I said before, definitely check out their channels. All their links will be in the description below. And if you want to listen to us in your favorite podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, make sure to check out Kickback Anime Discussions. So this has been your boy RTL Faith. This has been Kickback Anime Discussions. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye.